Hi, my name is Josh, and I'm a watchaholic. Welcome to Horology Insanity. What is up, my watch friends? So check this out. Today, I want to check out the new NASA G-Square. Now, this one is sweet. Y'all know that I love G-Shock. And I specifically love the G-Shock Square. It's probably my favorite G-Shock of all. My specific favorite variant is the 5610BA on a combi, a V1 combi. And that's like my daily. Like when I can't decide what watch to wear, or when I just need to grab one real quick, if I'm running out the door doing something, that's the watch that I go to. That is my forever keeper. If I could only have one watch, it would probably be that one watch. But I also love NASA stuff, and I was fascinated to see that they put out the new NASA in orange compared to some of the previous variants that were predominantly white. I also happen to have them sitting next to me so we can look at this side by side. But let's do a quick wrist check. I'm wearing the Kobe, and one of the reasons why I was curious to get these side by side was because I wanted to see how different, if at all, the oranges were from one another. And I think it's coming across pretty well in camera. They are very different oranges, and I could do another video maybe doing a specific side-by-side and talking about all the differences between these two, but in general they are different, and so I think that's pretty fascinating. If that's something you would like to see, I know the Kobe's are a little hard to get. I think these are now sold out too, and so if you want to get either one of these, you might have to go onto the secondary market and probably pay a premium. But I could do a side-by-side of this. If you want that, just chime in down in the comment section and let me know, and I can maybe prioritize that. But for today's video, I wanted to just take a first impressions look at this. I can compare it to the two that were previous, and then the other thing I wanted to compare it to, and this is a little weird, but I have a Halloween costume that is an orange NASA jumpsuit. And so I just got, here's the leg of it sitting here. I was curious to see how this would go, and if they match, and they do. They're a pretty good match. They really nailed the color orange of this new NASA G. They really did. And so, yeah, I'm curious now. We don't really celebrate Halloween. You know, I have this from years ago, but if I ever did kind of want to dress up or go to a costume party, I would wear my orange G with my orange spacesuit. I think that would go really well. So anyway, here's what I want to look at today real quick, and let's just start off. This one is unworn. I do have a second one incoming, and my plan is to collect one and wear one. And so I had received that wise advice from a buddy of mine, Billy Bob, who collects G-Shock, specifically G-Shock squares. And this is what he kind of does. He'll get two, wear one, collect one, like leave one unworn. And so I've been doing that with a couple of G-Shocks. It gives you the best of both worlds and the best of the both experience. But yeah, you can see here it does have the NASA on the branding there. It does have the American flag on a black keeper. We'll see that trend on the other ones as well. I'll hold those up here in a second. Here is the hang tag in case anybody's curious about the model number and the price. I will say the price of this one had gone up a little bit, and it's because they're using a much better module. And so let's just get zoomed in real quick and kind of see the back. We can see here, oh, let me get the tag out of the way. So we can see here that we've got a nice little spaceman etching on this, and then the module that it uses, it went up to the 5610 series compared to the old ones being the 5600. So this one does have tough solar and multi-band 6, and has quite a bit more functionality that the old ones did not have. And so I think for them that is what ramped up the price compared to the old ones. Now here's the OG, the original all white NASA. This one unworn, and still you could see that it was 130 new, but again the 5600 module, and it's pretty plain Jane. Like, you don't really have any functionality to this. Now the one thing I am curious about, and let's turn the lights off real quick to see it, I'm a little disappointed in the new one in this fact. when you turn on the light of the old one, you'll see that it has a backlight that is somewhat customized. Now, just for fun, let me get the other one, the black and white one, and you'll see again it has a custom backlight. It's kind of got the space shuttle there, and it's got anniversary dates on it. But now let's get to the new G-Shock, and it's really nice because it does have like the auto light feature, so I can just tilt it and it will turn on. But when I turn it on, no custom backlight. If it were up to me, this one would just use the NASA worm logo like is on the strap, but across the backlight of the screen. And they didn't do that. In my opinion, that is a really super duper failed opportunity that they could have taken, and they didn't. So it's weird to see when I put all these kind of side by side. With the orange one here, I love that it has the 5610 module. I love that it has solar, multiband 6. I love that it has all the functionality. My number one favorite function of all these is that auto light feature. So I love to be able to just tilt it and it come up. I am thankful that they put in a positive display on this one, kind of like the same on the Kobe, and I've done it in other videos, or talked about in other videos. The negative displays, even the best of them that you see like on the 5000 series, like in my titanium ones, it's just not as legible. So I don't mind it like on my blue camo or on my Lego / Iron Man, you know, Trans Trixie, whatever it's called, titanium G's, but I do prefer the positive display for overall legibility. And so I appreciate that they did that in all of these. I love the color of this. I think that it's interesting that they did the bands. So here's the flag. Again, that's a similar thing across both, but I like that they went with black on this one, you know, because that's kind of black and white with the suit. I like that they did the black ring around here with just a slight hint of like a purplish accent around that. I kind of appreciate that they didn't do a metal keeper. I don't love these metal keepers like on the Kobe. I kind of like the regular ones, but I like that they did it in black. I maybe wish they'd have just done a black buckle. But yeah, other than that, I think it's pretty fantastic. I definitely dig the orange. And maybe because it's summertime, it screams summertime to me. Kind of like on the yellow dial kick that I've been on. I did a video about that, all things yellow. But yeah, this orange one, I might go on an orange kick. I don't know. I don't know if I like orange as much as I like yellow, but I like this orange. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, the black and white one is probably my least favorite of the three, and I think that is probably the popular opinion of everybody. I think most folks like this all white one the most, and I'm saying that based off of what I see where people look for them. I also judge that a little bit on the aftermarket pricing of those. The all white ones are fetching quite a premium. I'm shocked. Almost like Sarbo 3.3 level insanity. The black and white ones are fetching a premium, but nowhere near that level as this all white one here. The black one does have a little bit more coloring on the band. You can see it's got United States there, STS-1. It does not have the full inscription for NASA, you know, National Aeronautics and Space Administration here, like the new one does and the white one does. Let me get that held up. There we go. And so, yeah, I do like too, this is a small caveat, but something my OCD noticed and really appreciated. I like that they went with the non-shiny buckle. They went like with a brushed texture on the new buckle, and I like that a lot. They could have done a black buckle like they did on the black and white one, and it too would have looked good. Since they went with the black keeper and they've got the black text and the black edging here on the faceplate, they could have done black and this would have looked good. I actually may, on my second one, the one that I'm going to wear, this one I'm leaving unworn and new in box kind of condition, but in the one that I'm going to wear, I might swap it out and put it on a black, maybe not a gloss black, but if they had like a flat black or a brushed black, I might swap out the clasp on that and see how that looks. I think it'll look better, especially with the black keeper. So that's my one. I too maybe wish that they had done black pushers on these, but you could see they just kind of use the standard pushers for all of these. Same with the screws. I might not have minded black screws. And a lot of these things, you know, I could order them on AliExpress and I could probably swap them out. So I might do that. I might kind of mod the one that I'm going to wear a little bit, but I will say the orange is sweet. And of the three, even though I know that like this is everybody's favorite, I'm hard pressed to pick between it and the orange as what is my favorite. The orange, you have to twist it a little bit to get the NASA. So these two, I kind of like it that it's right here on the faceplate. I kind of wish that they would have taken some of the text off of the new one. I like that it has all the functionality, but you don't have to tell me. Like, I guess that's the one drawback I have with Casio, is they advertise all the specs and everything like on the face of the watch. Well, I don't need to read a novel, right? I just wanted to have all that functionality. But then I kind of like it being more simple, like the white and black one. I appreciate that a little bit. I just wish that these had like the Autolight and some of the other stuff. And then, like I said, a real big disappointment is the light, the backlight on this. I can't believe, like I'm almost shocked that they did not put a custom backlight on this NASA. And I don't know if they had a reason for that. I don't know if the 5610 just can't do that. I mean, do 5610s not have backlight capability? I mean, my Kobe has a custom backlight on it, and I don't know if this is a 5610 or a 5600. I mean, let's see real quick. Let's see what that says. No, this is a 5600. So yeah, I guess maybe if you are a more knowledgeable G-Shock enthusiast than I am, does the 5610 have a custom backlight capability? Because if it does and they didn't put it in the new NASA, that's sad. But if they haven't made a custom backlight option for the 5600, well then I don't know, I can kind of get why they maybe didn't put that in here. And I'm wondering too, maybe I got to look in the mod community. Can I mod the backlight of this? Can I lay a filter screen down on top of that? Like if I had a custom NASA one printed and put it in here. Because if I'm going to mod the one that I'm going to wear, well, then I might as well go all out, right? I could probably strip all the printing off of that too. I could really go all out and make this thing like what I would have done had I designed it. Yeah, that might be an option. That might be fun. So anyway, Kobe, the Kobe's not really part of this one. I was just wearing it. But here's the NASA's, and I dig them. I like them. I'm curious to see if they're going to make more. Here's just in case you're curious, this is the box and tin it came with. It comes with this nondescript cardboard box. It does have a hole cut out here, which is where it displays this, so they can kind of see it for inventory purposes. But again, that's the same that's on the hang tag. But yeah, so it's got the custom tins and whatnot, which the other G's did have that. I don't have them in this video. They're in the other room on my shelf. I kind of keep them up for display, like an artistic thing. I kind of like that with a lot of my other NASA stuff. Anyway, so let me know down in the comments, which one of these three is your favorite? Do you have any of these? Or do you want any of these? And then what do you think of the new one? Anybody else disappointed about the backlight? Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comment section, and I will talk to y'all soon. Until we talk again, my friends, please remember what really matters, and that's not watches. Keep the insanity sane.